Oh, rush me now. When I blow now.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Fumi of Fun Dreams Events. In today's video, we'll be bringing you tips and advice from a makeup artist's point of view. Today's makeup artist is April's Signature Beauty and Bridal Services. But before we go into the video, please like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you hit the bell notification button so you'll know when I upload videos. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. We have April's Signature here. Her name is actually Victoria because I feel like if I keep on saying April's Signature, I'll just stumble. So let me call you Victoria if you don't mind.
That's okay.
So welcome Victoria, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for being on my channel. I'm so glad that you said yes. So thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I mean, it's an honor. When you messaged me, I was like, oh, okay. I consider this a privilege. So thank you so much.
Okay, so we're just gonna get right into it really, because I was gonna ask you, so tell us a bit about yourself and how you got started. Well, that's my first question, so yes.
Okay, so well, my name is Victoria. Most people actually, like, they see me when I get, like, people message me, they say hi April, and I mean, it's only normal someone would think that your name is associated with your brand, but it's not really the case for everyone, and for me it's not really the case. So I think how did I start makeup? My sister actually is the founder of, like, the brand name April's Signature. So she's a makeup artist, and I just was intrigued by makeup. So I always would watch her when she's doing makeup on herself. And I'm just wondering, why is this girl is just looking. And one thing about me, I learn very well by watching. So like, I'm a very visual person. I can just look at you cook and I'll replicate exactly what you've done. And it will come out well. I know it's not just in the looking, but it's also getting the ingredients, the measurements right. Yeah. So I think in 2015, around the time I came to the UK for the first time, I was like practicing on my friend. I would do my makeup for myself and feel like, oh, your makeup is really nice. I mean, I'm sure then it was not nice. Because if I look at what I did then, I'm like, what was I thinking? Obviously, people would say your makeup was nice. And I feel like it was pretty nice for like a young girl of that age. So I was practicing with my friends. And then I think my sister saw like a makeup I did for someone. She's like, this girl, you actually have the potentials. I think you should consider doing this professionally. So she was back in Nigeria. I came back to the UK being a student and working part-time. Yeah, barely working, to be honest. But then I was like, I'm going to start doing it. So I started building my kit. I mean, it wasn't all started from somewhere, saved up some money to start buying the necessary things, which obviously, yeah, I'm sure at some point we'll probably talk about that maybe. And so I started building up my kit. 2016, that was when I actually started doing makeup professionally. And I'll say it's really been a journey from that time till now because a lot of things have changed. I remember someone booking me recently and she was like, wow, because she knew me. Yes, kind of when I started. She's never booked me before. She wanted to book me sometime, but a couple of things happened and we didn't go through with the booking. But when she saw, she was like, she had to say, I commend the professionalism. Wow, Victoria, you've done so much for yourself. And it just made me think about how far I've come on this journey. So yeah, that was actually how the whole makeup thing started. And yeah.
Honestly, I could listen to you talk all day. I want to know about your journey in Nigeria. I want to know about everything.
Honestly, we do. We'll not leave here today.
Honestly. Okay, so I feel like you sort of mentioned it a bit in terms of watching your sister and stuff. But, watching your sister, now that you've developed yourself and you sort of have your style, your signature, what do you enjoy most about doing makeup?
Wow, to be honest, I don't know if everyone that does makeup feels this way, or makeup is that thing that if you tell me you have to do it now, like you wake me up an hour or 30 minutes to, it's something that I'll always just jump up and go and do. I don't know. And I feel like I decided to think about it, and I think it's just that satisfaction and that happiness I see on the faces of people when I've done makeup for them. It's because I feel like in life you can like make people happy in different ways. And to me, I feel like makeup is one way that I impact like people. It might seem like it's nothing. It might seem like it's just makeup. They'll wash it at the end of the day. But the joy it gives to me seeing a bride, for example, on her wedding day, looking at herself in the mirror when I'm done, and she's so happy, and knowing that she's going to take pictures and look back at that day, and she's going to be like, oh my God, this makeup artist who did, because that's something that's going to be with you for a long time. Because you do makeup for someone, they take pictures with it. Those pictures are memories that stay with them. And if you've done a horrible job, they will look at it and they'll always remember that makeup artist that did this
That's
rubbish
right.
to my face. So to me, I always wait for that moment when I'm done to give someone the mirror, for them to look in the mirror and they are happy. And by God's grace, I've never really had a client who has not been happy whenever they take the mirror, that they are unsure. Because as I go when I'm working with someone, sometimes it's good to know how your clients are, study the body language. You have some people who you can tell that they are uneasy and maybe they're particular about something. So, I mean, I would as well wait for that end result for them to see the finished look. But when I have such clients like that, I keep my mirror closed. I do one thing. I ask, are you sure you're fine with this? Are you happy with this? Just like you go to the nail shop and they'll tell you, make sure you're happy with it, because if you leave and come back, no refund. So I have to make sure that they're happy with it
Yeah.
before I move on to the next step. So it's all about, there's a lot of things that you learn that comes with experience as you do this job. So it's just that satisfaction, just meeting new people. Sometimes I meet people, we have because being a makeup artist is not as easy as people think. I'll
Oh,
give an
okay.
example without mentioning, like, going into too much details. But I had a client a couple of weeks back it was her graduation. And to me, I've been through uni, I've had challenges. I know what it is like to actually finish a degree and actually graduate. So it's not something that is very easy. So when I have my graduating clients come, I'm so happy for them, because I know that the journey to here, it might have been easy for them, but it's not easy for all.
Yeah.
So I had this client. I went. She said she was outside. I went to the door to get her, and I could see that her face was not really bubbling. I mean, I was already gingering her up from the door. I was like, "Yay, congratulations!" And I was like, "How are you?" And I looked, and I was like, "No, you don't seem happy. What's going on?" She was just like, and she's just like, she's just not happy. She's just, and I was like, "Okay." Then I knew that my ginger had to calm down first, because this is like a serious situation. So now my job as a makeup artist has gone to the side now. I have talked to like a therapist. Yeah, I know that I try not
Mm,
to say much, because I'm not a professional therapist or anything like that.
yeah.
But then I sat her down to make sure that before we go on with this session, even though I know that we have to work with time, you have to be sensitive to
Mm,
your client's mood. You can't just act like
exactly.
you don't really care. All your time is what is
Mm,
more important to you. Yes, that's important, but you just know how to mix that professionalism with still being empathetic to people as well, and recognizing, okay, what's going on. So we had a conversation, and yeah, she even started crying. So I knew that, okay, I'm not starting your makeup. I even joked around telling her, I'm gonna give you time, cry all you want, I'm here if you want anything, but know that once this makeup starts, you're crying on my makeup. So I just allowed her, even during, at some point in the makeup process, she was talking to someone on the phone, and I actually was gonna say, tell the person, is it okay that you speak to her later? Because the conversation was making her more like emotional.
emotional. Oh,
Yeah, this time is going. This is so you don't
yeah.
always have to. So it goes beyond what people think. Like, you just come and do makeup. There's a lot of things you see on the job, and I'm sure you know this as a wedding planner. You
Honestly.
different emotions on that day. You have to manage it. Yes, you want the bride to be up and ready to go. Guests are waiting. But if the
Mm.
bride is having a little, you can't just let her go like that.
Oh no.
I'm sure like we would probably be able to relate to a lot of things. So for me,
Honestly, I just didn't want a button, but I was just thinking when you said therapist, I was like, we don't even have a license, but we are therapists.
yeah. So to me, that's the fulfilling thing about being a makeup artist. What I love to do, meeting people, always being there to be that person that puts a smile on someone's face in
Yeah.
my own way. So yeah, that's what I love about being a makeup artist.
Wow, that's really good. Okay, so let's move now to your least favorite thing about being a makeup artist. Because
In a
I loved hearing what you love about it. Now I want to know what your least
I don't love, to be honest, when I started talking, I said I actually love being a makeup artist. So it's very hard for me to actually say what I don't love. But if I was to say one thing, in as much as I like meeting people, meeting the right people is very important. And that's why I feel like as a business owner, not even just a makeup artist, you have to pray for the spirit of discernment. Even if you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, or whatever it is that you practice as a religion, but it's something that you have to. You don't just take every client. Not everybody is for you, and you're not for everybody.
that's right.
Even if they want to pay you all the money in the world and everything, and I feel like that's a lot of things some people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that a lot as a makeup artist, that people don't regard what you do. They just feel like you're just a makeup artist. They don't regard what you do. So sometimes people feel like they can just throw money at your face, and because they see you as a hungry person. A lot of people don't know that I actually have a 9 to 5 job. I work full time. They just feel like, oh, this is just one little girl trying to do makeup on the side, make some money, charges, and everything. But that's not the case. If I didn't want to do makeup, I wouldn't do it, and I'd still be okay and comfortable and stuff like that. But makeup is something I love to do. So for me, the least favorite things is meeting people who are just wrong, who are just not right, meeting people who don't appreciate it. To be honest, it's not like they don't appreciate your work, but the artistry on its own, makeup artistry, people don't appreciate it. They just feel like it's just makeup.
Mm.
So they just feel like, there's nothing really there. Oh,
Yeah.
why you being this? Why you being that? I had a client one time who, because I have like a certain process when people have to book me. There's terms and conditions. You have to read my contract. You have to agree that you're fine with it. And I just have, I've never had anyone complain about it. And one of the things, I just had a client who was just being unnecessarily fuzzy. And also I would ask clients, what is this makeup for? Because if you just wanted like just a soft glam, maybe you're going out with your friends, it's gonna be different from you're going for one Owambe, like you're going for a wedding because you want to like stunt on people and everything like that. Or if it was your wedding day, I'm not going to be giving you lashes that are coming
Up to the moon.
all of this type of thing. So that's why we ask these questions. And I know people often, and that's something I want to clear out. People often think that you're asking them this question because you're trying to make more money off them. But that's not really the case. We need to understand, okay, what is your makeup brief? Where are you going to? What is this makeup for? So I'm sure that I understand the assignment when I'm not doing like a soft, very neutral glam for you, and you're like, this is not enough to this thing. But you didn't tell me that you're a wedding guest. So
Yeah.
I'm going to do something. At the end of the day, whatever makeup I do would last you for whatever it is that you're going to do. But then it's in some products that we use, because you can use a primer. I know some people might not know this, but you can use a primer or a foundation that if you're going for, like, let's say you're going to be on the red carpet or something like that, they're going to be taking pictures, lots of flash is going to be going on your face. So the products I would use for you to show up on TV, it's not going to be the same for you to be taking pictures with your phone. So a lot of things go into this makeup artistry that people don't know. And this is something that I've obviously learned and known over time and with experience being a makeup artist. So for me, it's just meeting people who don't appreciate it and just think that you're just a makeup artist. Even if they see that your work is so good, even if they see the, I'm sure that the likes of Joy Adenuga and the rest, they also meet people like this. But that's why I said from the beginning that you're not for everybody, everybody's not for you. Sometimes you feel some energy, which I have done so many times. I feel some vibes, some energy on this person. I'm like, this person is just going to give me unnecessary stress. And when you think of how much the money is now going to be, I think about it. My mental health is not worth this
Worth
stress.
it. Mm-mm.
Just going to not take this job respectfully.
Mm.
So I feel like that's the only thing I would say if I had to say something.
Honestly, I agree with you because even me myself, I have a 9 to 5 and I'm also a wedding planner. So I try to be, before I didn't used to be, but one event made me realize that, okay, for me, you can't be doing this. You cannot be doing this. So since then, it's not by force. It actually, don't get me wrong, I love wedding planning. I love it. But yeah, it's not by force. And
Yeah.
yeah, honestly, I could just be sitting here and be nodding away to everything else.